How you doing, Tiger fans? TSU, how you doing? My name is A.G. Granderson. I am the executive producer of the TSU Big Blue Sports Network, and today we've got a very special guest that's going to break some things down to you about how it's going down with our season tickets, this big, exciting upcoming season of all the TSU sports, and especially this season of football. Our athletic director is with us today, Dr. Mikki Allen. How you doing, Dr. Allen?
What's up, AG? I appreciate you having me on here.
Man, I'm so glad to have you here and to talk about a few things. You know, we've got a lot of changes that are happening, a lot of exciting things that are happening. We want everyone to be abreast of everything that's going on and to hear it from you, from the man that's setting the vision and setting the tone for what's happening.
No doubt, no doubt. It's an exciting time for TSU athletics. Coming right after the pandemic. And the hiring of Coach George and all the great things that we have going on from an athletic standpoint. This is one of the most anticipated fall seasons for football and our other sports in 21. And, I appreciate you giving me this platform to really spell out some of the changes that we have in regards to our season tickets.
A lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and let's get down to it, man. No further ado is going on. So let's talk specifically right now about football. Let me go back and say this too. You've introduced the new TSU, the Tennessee State Athletic Fund. Talk a little bit about the athletic fund and why it was important to create it.
Well, it's very critical that we offer a transformational experience for our student athletes. We have 230 plus student athletes that represent 15 sports programs at Tennessee State University. We have a very historic program. And, in terms of our resources, we want to make sure that when a young man or young woman decides to compete for Tennessee State in the Big Blue, that they have every resource possible to succeed both academically and athletically, right? So with that being said, it's important that we have funding in all of our programs from a scholarship standpoint, their strength and conditioning area, other needs in terms of academic resources that they need to be successful in a classroom. And all of those costs come from the athletics department operating budget. So with this athletics fund, we have ways that we can enhance facility needs through capital support funding that you can make gifts to support if you're donors. We have sport-specific gifts that you can make a gift that you can impact a specific sports area that you might have an affinity for. You might be a golf enthusiast, right? Or if you enjoy watching volleyball and supporting that initiative. So we have sport-specific giving. We also have endowment. So that's legacy giving, right? So gifts that support endowments are very important because that speaks to scholarship needs and how our student athletes can benefit from a longevity standpoint. And then when you look at our annual fund and gifts associated with priority season tickets and annual gifts that go to support our operating fund, that is our general fund that we will use to offset all of the day-to-day operational needs for our athletics department and supplement us there. So it's very important and very critical that we have support from our Big Blue family in all of these various areas through the Tennessee State Athletic Fund.
And that really fund was really an opportunity to say, okay, we have specific areas outside of the general fund, the general dollars that are set aside for athletics that we want to start having our fans to have direct access to and to say, I want to pinpoint my dollar to go toward that thing. And so we really want everybody to go online and check out the Tennessee State Athletic Fund website. That's tsuathleticfund.com. There's so much information on there that Dr. Allen just talked about and that we may get into as well as we try to kind of break down the new season ticket platform here. So let's talk about that. Let's jump into a couple of the kind of frequently asked questions that we hear both at 963 Roar and also through the community and otherwise. Let's start with this first one. Can someone who's traditionally bought season tickets, can they still pick their seats?
Absolutely. When you reserve your tickets, your season tickets, you have the opportunity, if you were a season ticket holder and you're trying to renew, You have the opportunity to relocate your seats in terms of a different section, or you can keep the current seats that you have. So you do have flexibility in terms of being able to specify what seat that you want to sit in Nissan Stadium.
And year over year, they can do that. So that's not going to go away. They'll be able to do that year over year.
Correct.
All right. So when and how are they getting their season tickets? Talk about that a bit.
Yes. So post-COVID, we have gone to a platform where we will not be issuing out paper tickets at our box office. Most stadiums have pivoted to a program where they offer mobile ticket scanning, and through Ticketmaster, once you reserve your tickets, we'll build you an account. Your season tickets will be parked in that account. You can print your tickets at home through Ticketmaster, and we'll also have a QR code that you'll be able to scan when you access Nissan Stadium. So those are the two avenues in terms of being able to get access into the stadium, but you will not have a quote unquote conventional ticket that you used to get at our box office.
Sure. And would you say a lot of this is really about transitioning sort of into the 21st century, 22nd, I guess, coming up as well, that, there's so many things that have been done for such a long time because that was the necessity of the time. And now we're at a time that the necessity of the time is that we move forward and start doing some things that most of the other schools are already doing, we're kind of catching up.
Yes, that's a great point, AG. And the smartphone is becoming a necessity now, and so through your smartphone, you'll have the opportunity to have all the information that you need from a ticket access standpoint into a stadium when you're present at Nissan Stadium getting in. And it is just changing with the times, in terms of making sure that our fans know that, hey, we're just transitioning into a space, whereas that traditional ticket is no longer.
No, I understand. Another question that was coming from the public is, people may feel as though, well, let's go back. Let's talk about the donation and the ticket, and then why people feel maybe as though they didn't get advance notice about how that happened. So many other teams, I've bought tickets for other teams, they require donations to an athletic fund prior to purchasing the actual tickets. And this is a system that we've now adopted this year. Talk a little bit about what that is and how that works. And then we'll talk about, the advance notice of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, sitting on the 50-yard line, the Tennessee State Athletic Program did have a donation requirement prior to my arrival here. It was $75 per ticket. Donation that went to the Athletic Association, and then you paid your season ticket. So what we're doing is we're expanding that donation model requirement for priority season tickets into all sections in Nissan Stadium. But we've done our research, across the landscape of HBCUs. This is a model that's been adopted and has been in place with schools such as North Carolina A&T, FAMU, Jackson State. So there's been HBCUs that have adopted a priority ticket model, and also Group of 5 schools. And so we feel that it's fundamentally sound that we have a donation requirement in place for the direction that we're heading in terms of making sure that we support our programs financially and have the resources available for our kids to excel at a high level. And so I know there's a lot of there's a big blue faithful out there that understands that. And we've been going through a season ticket renewal process where we've been getting great responses. Individuals have come over through our box office and just been getting that concierge touch to get in the queue and become a part of this special program. So we hope that continues.
Once again, A.G. Granderson with the TSU Big Blue Sports Network, sitting here with TSU Athletic Director Dr. Mikki Allen, talking about the new wave of the athletic program and kind of how it's going to progress and how we're going to see I say some growing pains along the way, and I think that's how we have to look at it because, like you said, there's so many huge things happening at the university that you kind of can't keep doing things the way that we've always done because everyone else is progressing too. So I think it'll be an issue later on down the road if we realize that we didn't take advantage of the change when the other people were switching over. So, there were some people that felt like they didn't get enough advance notice about these changes that were happening. What would you say to those people?
Well, we're months away from the season starting. Our first game September the 5th. So we have months here to make the adjustment. However, we do understand that there's going to be some transitioning and individuals that there's going to take some time for them to transition over to become Tennessee State Athletic Fund members. So in this process, we're working with those individuals that need more time, and so there'll be a 2-year reprieve that we'll give those individuals that need more time to come over and become members of the Tennessee State Athletic Fund, which means they won't have priority in terms of their season tickets. They'll be in a non-priority group, but we won't be displacing them from their original seating location that they had prior to this new administration.
Fantastic. So we talked earlier about where the athletic fund dollars are going specifically, and we don't want to belabor that point because all of that information is on the website. If you again have not had the opportunity to check out tsuathleticfund.com, you can see exactly where the dollars are going, and you can even earmark your dollars to go directly to a specific part of the program that you wanted to go to. So a lot of people, past season ticket holders, they received their letter in the mail. And so their information is not only in the letter, but also online. So you can check and balance what you're seeing there. And just, I believe, would you say, Dr. Allen, it's very important to actually kind of take the time to digest what's on the website versus just kind of skimming it and moving forward. I think it'd be fair to say, this is a lot to take in. If this is your first time seeing it, take the time to digest the information.
That's a great point, AG. I would encourage all Big Blue fans to log on to tsutigers.com. If you click buy tickets, it'll take you to our season ticket information in our season ticket portal. All the information relevant to season ticket renewals. If you're a new prospective season ticket holder and you want to find out how do I get into the fold, that information is available there for you as well. There's a form for both groups. Our season ticket holders that are going through the renewal process and new prospective season ticket holders. There's a form that you can fill out, a registration form online, again at tsutigers.com. Click buy tickets and you'll see all that information there. We encourage you to submit that form. On the back end of that, we have a representative at the athletics department that's charged every day with going through those forms and then reaching back out to you. If you would just provide your email address and contact number, we'll make sure that someone calls you to get you in the queue to be in Nissan Stadium cheering for Coach George and our TSU Tigers. I also would like to say this. Their form is also online. If you want to just send your renewal form in, the fax number is also on a form that you can print out online. And then you can also fax that renewal form into us as well. Or if you want to request to become a new season ticket holder, you can also fax the form in as well. And so those are the avenues to alert us that you want to become a season ticket holder.
All this great information. Again, please make sure you go to those websites, tsutigers.com, also tsuathleticfund.com. Just a few more questions before we get out of here. The President's Society, those who donate $1,000 or more to the university, many are asking if the donation that goes towards athletics will go toward that President's Society donation. And is it tax deductible? So first of all, yes, this is all tax deductible because it's going through the university. But speak to the society versus what's going to the athletic fund. I think those are two different situations, correct?
Correct. Your academic, the gifts going to the university through the President's Society, they're not applicable to to an athletic donation. But we do encourage you to contact the institutional advancement, talk through that. But right now, the Tennessee State Athletic Fund is operating independently of any gifts made to support academic initiatives through a President's Society.
Very good. Again, so much information to get, and we could go through this, for several more minutes. But I think that for the most part, we've talked about really the basic points that many people want to have discussions about, which is the donation new piece with the tickets. What is the TSU Athletic Fund? And there's so much information. Again, please go to the websites and check them out and to understand those. We also allow folks to send us questions, and we can do this again. I mean, I'm pretty sure there'll be some more to happen between now and the beginning of the season. So hopefully, if anything comes up, Dr. Allen, you'd be willing to hop on with us again, right?
Yeah, anytime, AG. And there's it's a lot to digest, but we try to make it as simplistic as possible. We have 4 zones in Nissan Stadium. The entry level donation is $100 for priority seating in the end zone area. The season tickets are $125 for a pair, and then you go to zone 2. Zone 3. You're in the corners, so you're looking at a $200 donation, and for a pair of season tickets, $160 for the season ticket costs. Zone 2 is in between the 20-yard line and the 40-yard line, and so you're looking at a $250 donation requirement for 2 seats, and the season ticket cost is $200. And then zone 1, that's in between the 40s. That's special seating right there. We got a lot of great alums in that area, but that group is zone 1. So you're looking at a $300 donation requirement, and for 2 season tickets, it's $240 for the season ticket cost. So 4 zones. The donation range is between $100 and $300. And let me just say this: that's a one-time gift that goes across all of our sports programs, even basketball. So it's just one-time gift, and it qualifies you to purchase season tickets for and reserves tickets for men's basketball, women's basketball, and football as well. There's a lot of benefits that we hadn't talked about. We'll have an appreciation day for our TSAF members. There's also a donation package will come to you in the mail, include a membership decal, just items that you can feel proud about, and really, we're want to make sure that if you make an investment in Tennessee State Athletics, that you're recognized on our website. And, going forward, there's so many other benefits that we want to make sure we provide going forward for this group. So just thank you, AG, for the opportunity for me to spell out some of the things that are involved in this new platform.
And, being here, I've been in Nashville since I got to TSU in 1994. Understanding that there's so many of us that love our university, and everyone's working toward the same goal. That's to make TSU better. And I think, even when we disagree, and even when we don't understand, everyone has to understand that we're all working toward the same goal, which is to see a better, stronger, more resource fluid university. And we may all have different ways of getting it done, but now it's time for us to progress, to move to the next level, because we've got a lot of next level folks that are taking the helm of what we're doing. And so we've got to step up. We've got to be prepared to give them the resources they need to win, and can't be disappointed at them when they when they lose with much less resources. We got to be ready to give them and to help them fight. And this is how we do it. It's with the TSU Athletic Fund, TSUTigers.com, understanding that we've got to put those resources in there. And I'm so glad to have you here, Dr. Allen, and willing to come and address specific things that we're getting. These are specific questions from alum, from fans, from folks that want to get involved in the program. This is what they're asking. And
No doubt, man. And we've made an investment in our season ticket staff, so we'll have a staff that'll. Yeah, we put an emphasis on customer service, so that staff will make sure that they provide that. So we've been in the transition period, but we're excited about what's about to come online from that staff. Also, you can contact 615-963-ROAR. Again, a representative will help you out through this process. And then I do want to emphasize it will take a little bit more time than others. So we're going through this 2-year period and we're giving season ticket holders an opportunity to gradually progress to make sure that they understand fully what's required. And then, we got a lot of individuals that have come on board. So we're excited and proud about that. And, I do know this, we're working hard every day to restore the national prominence of this proud program. And we're going to do it with hard work. We're going to do it with support from everyone that loves the Big Blue. This is a special place, and everything that we're doing systematically, whether it's the donation model, whether it's the leadership that's changed, we're marching forward to bring back the national promise that everybody expects out of this program. So I couldn't be more pleased of where we are. I couldn't be more pleased of the support that we're getting. And I just appreciate the opportunity to clear a lot of things up in regards to our season ticket renewal process. So I appreciate that, AG.
No problem. Yeah, again, we'll do it again as more come in, but hopefully, if not, we will see you on the field. We'll see you on the court. Thank you again, Dr. Allen. This is the TSU Big Blue Sports Network. You can check us out at tsusportsnetwork.com. My name is AG, the executive producer there, and we appreciate you, Dr. Allen. Thank you, and have a great rest of the evening.
All right. Appreciate it. Go Big Blue.